Wow, good morning, good morning, good morning. It's a very cool day this morning compared to what we've had over the last few days. It's completely cloudy, grey skies with a breeze that's very cool. Very interesting in the middle of summer, but the vagaries of weather. I'm Ros Boundy, Psychic Medium, bringing you the daily Lenormand card spread reading, as well as a little mini weather report for Port Elliot, South Australia. It is cloudy outside, really well and truly. Now, good morning to Keza. I can see that you've popped in already, so promptly, thank you very much for being here. And for you, it hasn't stopped raining. You've had it all night. I know I woke up about 3 o'clock and it was raining here as well, so wow. I think we're in for one of those overcast, damp, soggy days in some sense. I don't know how much it's rained. It's not puddles here, so whatever has dropped from the sky has been soaked up, I think, by Mother Earth. Probably well in need of it at the moment, but just a bit strange. Well, we do sometimes get summer showers and storms, don't we? Now, let's go over to the cards. It is our purpose here. So we have them ready and waiting, and we've got Lynette as well saying good morning, and we have Fiona, good morning Ros Girly, and all around the globe, good evening for those who are on the other side of it. Divine cool morning, I agree, and we had a little bit of rain as well, so yes, you're in the Adelaide area, aren't you, Fiona? So yeah, it has been wet, and it still looks like it's got the potential. Here are the cards, though. It is what we're here for. Oh, slightly a little bit crooked. I must have bumped it. Hold on, let me see if I can straighten that. There we go. You know me, Virgo. I like straight, geometric, all that. Good morning from Sandra as well. What a lovely rain. You spread topsoil and today you've seen it through mushrooms covering your lawn. Oh, really? You have mushrooms coming up already? Wow. Wow. And we've got Lynette as well. It's hot and already in Sydney. Yeah. Oh, you're in Sydney, Lynette. Great. Great to know. We've got a spread across the country. All we need is a Perth one. And we've got each coast. There we go. Here we have the Gilded Reverie Lenormand, that is Chira Marchetti's creation. Those beautiful cards. We've got the house in the home space. We've got the bridges as our main theme, and it is the mature man in our workspace. So a nice spread. And we've got the owl card, that is the cutie one that does a wink. I love it. It's gorgeous. So be bold or italic, never regular. So at the beginning of the year, I did shuffle the cards again because we'd gone round our cycle of whatever number of cards there is. I haven't counted them. I keep forgetting to do that. Let's zoom in and see the cards in more detail. Here we go. With our home space, my eye went, why am I going to the home space first? I have had my eye go straight to that beautiful window at the top. We'll keep that in mind after we've read the one that is the central theme, which is the bridges. We've got major crossings happening, and what I'm feeling is that chasm over which it sits, that wonderful space that allows for airflow. For at the bottom of the gorge would be a river, I dare say. Potentially that's what would definitely be there, and this is spanning that space to allow for movement from one side to the other. But what my eye has gone through, what I'm getting is that immense measure of space. Can we measure it? No, there is no measure. It's just being able to choose where we're wanting to be in that, in that crossing. We don't have to do anything really. We can just observe and see what a wonderful view that we have, that we can enjoy, that we can just be present with. And I'm feeling that it doesn't matter what time even. When we choose to cross the bridge, there is the opportunity for another to be crossed as well at whatever time. It makes it look more difficult with the way that this is pictured, but it is possible. So it's at our choosing that when we want to take those steps when we want to rest in looking at that, out that bird hide. Well, I call it a bird hide type. It's a place of rest, that middle one, I think. That's what my feeling is. You can gauge what that means to you as well. Remember, we are tapping into spirit as we're trusting our pathways and which direction we're going. And that's what I get the feeling of with this themed card for today of bridges. Okay? So then we've got the house in the home space. I'm just going to check on the just going to check on the comments at the moment, and I've put up Lynette's that it's already hot in Sydney. I haven't been outside yet here, so I don't know. Good morning, Sharon, and it's a good morning, Roz and Fiona and everyone. I hope you're all feeling great. I know I'm feeling great, nicely rested, had a good sleep, so that's always good. And Fiona is saying good morning to Sharon as well. Now, Fiona's question is, any numbers on the bridge card, please? No, there is no extra numbers because this is one of the extra two. What is the Lenormand? So anything past the 36 is the last card number for any Lenormand original deck. You won't get the correlation past that to the general playing decks, because that's what this little symbol here of the King of Hearts and the Ace of Hearts is referring to, a regular playing deck, and how for those who couldn't play with, couldn't afford the Lenormand decks, I suppose, of the time, were hand created, handmade, hand painted and all that, and possibly were quite expensive, so that as they had the regular playing decks were a lot easier to reproduce, I suppose. That's what they related them to for those that used them as their fortune telling cards. Okay, that's how I understand it anyway. So no numbers, just the King and the Ace, Fiona. So we have 4, 38 and 28. And I know, thank you so much, Fiona, you are going to be putting up those numbers, aren't you? As we're looking at this gorgeous little house that is in our home space, my eye did go to that upper story, to that is the window here that's looking beyond, but from the top level. We generally do walk into a house via the door. It's that is showing through from that beautiful welcoming pathway. It's opening our space with hospitality. It's welcoming in, is what I'm feeling with this card in the home space. In that energies, the energetics of it. But what I'm feeling, it's not just that is what we feel on our surface, it's that going deeper. My eye went straight to this particular window with the shutters. The shutters open from the inside. You wouldn't be able to get those open sitting on the outside, even though I suppose there's a way of climbing up and doing it from the outside. But in general, I think with shutters, there's mechanisms, there's latches and ways that the only way you could really open and shut them is from standing within and from the inside to open up those coverings. That's what I'm feeling for today. It's probably some time needing to be spent that brings in that inner self to opening up to the outer world. Or is it inviting us to even look deeper within that is familiar to us, our home? Look for that is going to take us to different spaces and places, because for me that almost looks like it's opening the pathway, opening that the mind's eye, being that upper layer, upper level, that's going to bring us into a different level of understanding of what's happening in our home space. What does it feel for you? It is certainly where my eye went first. Where does your eye go when you're looking at this card? It's a beautifully depicted, lovely, it almost does bring that feeling of cottage gardens and fairy tales into mind, for me anyway. So I love it. Now, here are the numbers that Fiona has brought forward. So our day number is a 7 with the 6th of the 1st, 25. And with the three numbers that we've got, it's actually bringing it to a total number of 7, as you can see there. And one more look, you can see that next to the owl is the 7 for our cards, the energies of that, and those lovely hearts. And Fiona, sorry, the laughing face got in there somehow, wrong finger. I think that's fine because it brings that lightness of heart to whatever we experience in our days. Our emotions certainly are something that are very flexible, maneuverable, instant. There is that instant where it can turn on a dime type of thing. We don't use dime here in Australia. It is the metric 1, 2, 10-cent piece, that type of thing. Why I said dime, don't know. I suppose it's because it's one of those sayings. It's automatic. Now, and Fiona's saying, Ros, you did some Googling yesterday about yesterday's cards with the symbolism in the right-hand corner. It's the numbers of the cards maybe in Indian writing. Indian. Yep, thank you very much for doing that. It's very good to know. There may be something in the explanation on the Rana George in the guidebook itself. I just haven't looked because I don't actually read it. I've read through it, but I don't actually read it to retain in memory because I like to do my interpretations in the flow as I'm reading rather than memorising card stuff. So, and Shaz is just saying, just like your garden, Ros. Yeah, yes, exactly. So anyway, and be so cute. It is cute. I love it. So it is a gorgeous little card. I just like Chiro Marchetti's artwork and depictions anyway. And here we are with our masculine energy, the mature male who is in the workspace. So it's indicating that there's going to be some strength and stability, some knowledge that is from experience, that is from well-learnt actions, activities, experiences, and all the rest from the past of what this mature male potentially has experienced. But it's also bringing in that's that solid strength of doing and getting things done, and that thoughtfulness, because this man does look extremely thoughtful, and a depth of thought I think does connect with that home space of looking deeper into what we're going to be doing in our work today. It's not just doing the autopilot, automatic type stuff. I think it's bringing some thought into what we're doing and moving it into that doing, because I think it is reasonably well accepted that the masculine does get things actioned and doing and progressing forward. That's what I'm feeling from it today anyway. So there we have the cards, making our choices with the bridges as and when we need to, when we feel right. It's that allowing the space, that air flow, I think, around what our thoughts might be, so that we're not feeling crowded in, that we can open those shutters and really look with a lot more depth and deeper meaning into what we're doing with our work and our home today. That's how I'm feeling that energy. Okay. So in whatever way that you feel that it's meaningful for you, certainly step into what you are needing to do today, whatever your intentions are. Step into it with trust and knowing, with your guiding spirits, that gut feeling of flow that I think it's probably more an instinct in some respects, but that comes from our experiences of where we've come from to where we are right now in the present moment as well. So trust that. Move forward with open senses, so you are getting that flow. You're letting the movement of the energies being around you, that you're observing with all of your senses, and then taking those steps that need to be made in whatever direction you want to move today, and really trusting that inner self, because we are continuing to learn and grow each and every day as we're in our beingness. Okay, so keep being the best you that you can be, and we shall see you tomorrow morning. Oh, I'm not finished yet. I've got a few more comments here. Good morning, Adair. Hi, Adair. Lovely to see you in the stream this morning. Thank you so much. And for being here. And Sandra's just put up the history of the Lenormand cards is linked to the life of French fortune teller Marie-Anne Adelaide Lenormand. And the German game, yes, which is the game of hope, that is the kippers as well. The symbols were taken from tea and coffee readings. They did many of those types of, well, games was what they were first considered to be. But there definitely is the connection with the spiritual realm anyway. My belief, my understanding, yes, I love connecting in that way, just to trust from the inner self and our connection with the spirit world. And thank you from Joe Piper. Good morning, Joe. Lovely to see you here. Oh, I like your avatar too. And Adair saying, hey, Sandra, how are you? Yeah. Lovely to have the connections here, isn't it? We do meet in the realm of the internets a lot, don't we? As well as some we do know in real life, exactly. So thank you for joining me. I'll leave it there for today. Have a wonderful day. Keep being in your own strength. Oh, looking good. Thanks, Roz. Looking good, Roz. Thanks, Adair, is how I meant to say that. Thank you so much. I feel good. It's a new year. It's each and every morning I wake up. Sometimes you can be dragging your feet a little and just think, oh, I just want to lay here a little bit longer, which I did a little bit today. But it really is that wonderful expectation of something new every morning that I wake up and get out of bed to start being and doing whatever is today, and putting that energy into practice in some form or another. Today I know, anticipating maybe swimming or not, we'll see. I love to go with the flow, whatever happens. And Fiona is saying, I will put some of these comments up as well before I finish. Thank you, Ros Gurley. Have a cool day, and all around, if you got hot, keep cool, drink lots of water. If you're cold, keep warm. Build me a snowman, which there is in many places around the world, isn't there? Mostly around the other hemisphere because it's their winter. Absolutely. Especially Kenneth, and there was, I think there was a Samantha or someone who was Ontario as well. Lovely hearts, and thank you from you, I say, from Fiona to everyone as well, and Happy New Year to everyone from Adair. Thank you for all of those wonderful blessings. Thank you for joining me. I hope your day is blessed and that you can be the best you that you can be. Until tomorrow, namaste.